In America, the 4th of July is a time for cookouts, fireworks, parades, and lots of red, white, and blue. It's a time when Americans celebrate their independence from Britain, as well as their freedom and human rights. The words written within the Declaration of Independence are considered by many to be so wise, meaningful, and powerful that they have never been changed. Let's take a look at how the Declaration of Independence came together. British colonists in the New World didn't like the way they were being treated by King George. This caused colonist leaders to act against British rule. When King George sent British soldiers to capture leaders who were acting out, it ignited the first battle and ultimately started the American Revolution. There were many major battles during the American Revolutionary War, which was the war fought between the American colonies and Great Britain to determine America's right to self-governance. About a year into the war, the Second Continental Congress decided to officially declare independence by writing it down, signing the document, and sending it around the world for all nations to see. It didn't take very long to get the words down on paper. On June 11, 1776, the Continental Congress appointed a committee to work on it. Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Robert Livingston, Roger Sherman, and Thomas Jefferson. The Committee of Five worked to formally declare independence to the world in writing and also explain the reasons why. They named it the Declaration of Independence. Thomas Jefferson, only 33 years old at the time, wrote the first draft. After some changes were made, the committee brought it to the Congress on June 28, 1776. One of the most famous statements in the history of the United States was written in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These men strongly felt that in the New World, people should be able to live life however they want and do whatever makes them happy, as long as they don't do anything illegal or violate the rights of others. Finally, an agreement was made. On July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress agreed on the final wording of the Declaration of Independence. It wasn't officially signed until August, but July 4, 1776 is what is written on the official declaration and is why we celebrate on that day. John Hancock was the first to sign the document, and his signature is large, top and center. 55 other members of the Congress also signed the declaration. Committee of Five member Robert Livingston did not sign because he felt it was too soon. Thomas Jefferson and John Adams not only signed the declaration, but also went on to become presidents of the United States. What's so interesting and almost hard to believe is that these two men both died on the same day, July 4, 1826. What are the chances? It seems strange to hear that the official peace treaty that ended the American Revolution was called the Treaty of Paris. What did Paris have to do with anything? Paris, France was a neutral place where both King George and America sent their representatives. On September 3, 1783, the Treaty of Paris was signed, and America was officially independent. All right, let's take a moment or two to review what we've learned. The Declaration of Independence was written by Thomas Jefferson and the Committee of Five in order to formally declare independence to the world in writing and also explain the reasons why. The American Revolutionary War, which was the war fought between the American colonies and Great Britain to determine America's right to self-governance, had begun in 1775, but on the 4th of July in 1776, the Declaration was officially signed by 56 members of the Second Continental Congress and sent around the world. July 4th, Independence Day, is celebrated by Americans each year. Even though the peace treaty that officially granted independence wasn't signed until 1783,